This week's Star Darbar is very different. It is about a son's emotional and loving tribute to his father, indeed, for his death anniversary. Who hasn't heard the name of the legendary Bollywood actor Johnny Walker? And who doesn't remember his versatile acting skills? Humor was his staple. Do you remember? We will know his life, his legend, his surreal life story, and his Bollywood career in the words of his son, Nasir Khan, who himself is a prolific actor in movies, web series, and was cast in many serials, soaps, and television. We shall witness how Johnny Walker will come out alive by his talented son. Let's lay out a red carpet as I welcome cordially the star himself, Nasir Khan, the son of the late legend Johnny Walker, to this week's episode of Star Darbar.
Namaskar, namaste, and welcome to your favorite show, Star Darbar. Well, you know already who is here with us, and no introduction needed at all because he is none other than Nasir ji is here with us. Nasir ji, namaskar, namaste, and welcome to Star Darbar.
Namaste, namaste, and thank you for getting me here in your Darbar of a Star.
We love you because we
I
love
love
you
you. I
because
love you all.
absolutely. Thank you. It's our pleasure. And the best part is that you are the son of our favorite comedian, Johnny Walker ji. And that is giving me the chills in my bones right now because, you have no idea. I'm just shivering. And it's like, like meeting you is to me is like meeting him because when he started movie, I was not even born that time. But as a film lover household, I grew up. We grew up with his movies, his acting, the comedian, the serious actor. I mean, you just name it. So it's like so many things that he has he has been or he had been portrayed with his acting. My first question to you is from the beginning of the Indian movie era, we can say that your dad, Johnny Walker G, is a name that we love. And also, I would love to know that how much he is to you as a father or as a teacher, like how you really feel about it.
Okay, that's I will not say it's a good question. I will say it's a new question. I've never heard that one before.
My
So
pleasure.
it's a good one. You got me.
Mhm.
See, for me, like everybody else's father, he's a father to me. And because in our growing years, he never made us feel that you are the son of a celebrity, or he never threw his weight around. He was a very simple man, led a very simple life. He used to wear a kurta and a pant or a kurta and a pajama and slippers and ate sabzi dal roti. He would love to eat basi roti, then the fresh rotis. Because he used to say, "Kid, that's what I grew up on. Because we didn't have food, we didn't have money. So in my, when I was 10, 12, 13, till I became a star, I used to eat basi rotis. So even I prefer basi rotis because when I was small and he used to feed me those basi rotis. So if you keep a fresh roti in front of me, coming straight from the tawa, the phulka whole, and you give me a basi roti, कि ये कल की roti, I will take the basi one.
Hmm.
You know, so as a father, he instilled these things in us that the name, fame, money, whatever it is, it's all temporary. It's what you are as a person, how people perceive you as a person. That is what is important. And like how you said in the introduction that, oh, it's giving you the chills, it's giving you the shivers. This happens to me so many times when I'm walking on the street or I'm going in the mall. And I remember I was with my daughter, she was pretty young, which about 10, 15 years ago, and I was just waiting to cross the road. And there was a very elderly gentleman from the other side. And as I was crossing the road, he stopped me. So I stood over there with my daughter and he came over to me and he asked me, You are Johnny Walker's son? I said, Gee. So he just put his hand on my head like an Ashirwad, you know, and he just walked away. And my daughter said, Who was he? I said, I don't know. She said, why did he do that to you?
Mm.
I said, This is what my father has earned. I mean, strangers on the road coming and giving me blessings. People in your own families don't give people blessings. You know, here there are people who I meet, who I come, uh, they want to shake my hand, they want to hug me, not because of me, because they tell me, "Yaar, we never got a chance to meet him, so can we just hug you? So we'll feel that we're hugging him."
Yeah.
So that is, for me, that is his wealth. That is the legacy. When people ask me, "Okay, what is your legacy?" I say my legacy is the smile that I see on people's faces, which my father has left for them. Because
I
everything else
love
will
this
do.
thought of yours. I love this thought of yours, and exactly the same way I also reacted. Because by seeing him, by looking at you, I feel that he's here. And something really crazy he's gonna do, which we all going to start laughing about it. And mostly another part. I'm sorry for interrupting, but another thing I really love about him was the way he used to do the comedy with such a serious face, the songs, I mean, every song, every detail, the lip movement, the body gesture, you just name it. I mean, well, here comes the next question to you, because I do believe that one of a kind director, actor, Guru Ji, gave your father this name, and how much influenced you are with this name.
Who, me? How much in? Oh, of course. For me, that is me. That's what he's earned. That's what he's gotten from this industry. What I am today, my education, whatever we have is because of this film industry. Because my father's earned money from there. He's earned a name from there, and
Yeah.
he's built whatever he could build for himself and his family is from the earnings of the industry, because of that name, with the love and affection of people, and with the support of his other producers and directors and co-actors. So I'm very, very aware and very conscious of these things, because he used to always say कि मेरा कुछ भी नहीं है, सब इनका दिया हुआ है. That is the people, that is the audience, you know. Uh, like in our house, he never kept his awards. We don't have any awards in the house. None. Zero. Nothing. Because he said, I never worked for an award. I never worked for an award. I started working to feed my brothers and sisters. If I earn today, I can give them roti and dal tomorrow. So I did not work to get an award or to get a recognition. I started to work so that my family could survive. And I got a lot more than what I deserved. So that credit is not mine. That credit is of to the public for giving me that much love, to my producers, to my directors, to the singers, to the music directors, to my co-actors, the technicians. So that credit of being Johnny Walker, he never took it. It was always kidding. वो गुरुदत्त ने अच्छा लिखा था, वो गुलजार साहब का था, वो रफी साहब ने गाया था, वो नौशाद साहब ने किया था, वो बी आर चोपड़ा ने किया था, वो दिलीप कुमार ने किया था, वो इसने किया था, वो उसने किया था. So whatever it was, whatever the thing of Johnny Walker was, the epitome of Johnny Walker or the success of Johnny Walker, it was not his. He always gave it to people, to and that's how he lived his life from beginning, when he was poor, when he became a star, from the time he quit the industry till his old years, when he became old and he had retired and he used to just be at home. So it was never कि मैं जॉली वॉकर हूँ, मैं nothing. Never, ever, ever. So very early on in my life, in my growing up years, I learned that this name, fame, is nothing. It is how you are as a person, what impact you have on people's lives and how people perceive you. It's not what I think I am. मैं तो सोच रहा हूँ मैं बहुत बड़ा स्टार हूँ, मैं बहुत अच्छा काम करता हूँ, आई एम अ ग्रेट मैन, आई डू सो मच चैरिटी, and I do. What are people thinking about you? That is what is important. Whether you do this or you don't do this. So those are the things that I think is what I also try to follow and do.
That I can see in you. It is not something that I am just saying to see the smile on your face, but really being in the media industry for 14 years, I have met with like stars from different worlds, like different fraternity, musicians, actors, and everybody. Yes, each of us are unique, each of us are different. But the one thing your dad believed in, I do believe in that same thing, because it is always the editor, the director, the story writer, the songwriter, the singers, the makeup man, the light man, you name it. Like, who even brings tea at the floor, who even brings food at the floor, that we don't go hungry, we don't go, okay, oh my god, the headache is there, all right, can you give something? So somebody is always there to ask you that, do you need water? So yes, of course, I do believe that, and I do respect that, and I love this when you say that these are the people who made me. I am nothing, because this is seriously, Nasirji, this is what I feel, I believe, that without my team, I am nothing. I cannot do anything at all. Like, yes, like Sharad connected with you. I was not there. Someone else is going to work for editing this. I won't be there. I am just here who I am and talking to you. So I always give credit to my whole entire team for everything. And I'm blessed today that you are here as a mentor to me now, to say it quite loudly, because from now on, I'm going to say it loudly, that I have a mentor. And his dad also thought the same thing, that what I do. Well, I'm getting
And also,
emotional.
I'd like to add one more thing to that.
Yeah,
And the
yeah,
beauty of that, Ragini, is, you know what? That so no matter whatever success you get or whatever failure you get,
yeah.
it's both parallel, it's both the same.
Yes, yes, yes.
Because if somebody says you've done great work, you say it was not me, it was them. If they say you've done bad work, you say it doesn't affect you. The failures
No,
don't affect you. The success doesn't affect you because you share it with people. And that is what when you say like मैंने picture hit ki, my performance is great, I sang it well. Then when somebody says no, when failure comes, then you feel very hurt. How could I become a flop? Yeah, how could I not be successful? People used to love me. Yeah, why don't they love me now? And that graph of life, even the heartbeat goes up and down. Na? So somewhere even nature is telling you that if it goes up, it will come down, and then it will find its way back up.
absolutely. One thing is coming in my mind, because nowadays actors are mostly acting. They are acting as a comedian. They are the dancers. Like before, when the movie era started, Bollywood started. That time we saw like distinctly that there will be a hero, a heroine, a comedian, and then like beautiful dancers like Helen Ji or Padma Khanna ji. They will be dancing and taking our minds away. Now all the heroines are doing the same thing. All the heroes are trying to do the same thing. What is your thought about that? Do you think that was better or this is better?
See, if you ask me personally, that was a different time. Industry was new. They were trying to find themselves. Everybody had a definite identity. You knew it. If it's an inspector, it'll be Iftikhar Saab. It'll be Jagdish Raj Saab. If it is a doctor, it'll be so and so. If it's a villain, father will be Satyan Kapoor. Mother will be Neeru Baroy. So they were just those limited actors who fit those roles and those characters so well that you accept कि ये माँ है, ये बाप है, ये inspector है. So no matter how good or bad they were, or how good or bad the film was, or how good or bad the scene was, you have already accepted them. And once you accept something, It's a win-win situation. That's why those movies and those people are close to your heart, is because you accepted them. Now, what's happening is they are trying to be something that they are not. I meet a lot of people who say, "Okay, yeah, I'm only getting comedy offers. I'm fed up of doing comedy roles. I want to now do a villain, or I'm only getting negative. I want to now do comedy, or I want to, I'm getting vamp. I want to try." And I say, why? Why? Saying, no, it's so boring now. I've only been doing so many shows. Every time I'm only getting comedy. I said, if you stick to that, if you stick to that, at least you'll achieve something in there. There are very few like Amrish Puri who could break through, Pran Saab who could break through. There are very, very dime a dozen who could break through from one character into another. And that also took years and time for Amrish Puri Saab to go from a villain into a father and a character, or Pran Saab to come from a villain into a character. So it took them years and years and a whole age. They grew old by the time that time came. Now you're young. If you're getting work as a comedian, stick to it. If you're getting work as a villain, stick to it. At least make a mark in that. So now, because there is so much exposure to so many things, everything is accessible from a 2-year old to a 200-year old. Everything is there. The whole world is the stage for them to pick and choose. Oh, this language, this show, this movie. Oh, this is good. I should try this. Oh, I should try that. I say trying and all that is fine. But जो चीज आपको मिल रही है ना, like I keep getting a lot of negative roles. I keep getting a lot of strict roles, very gray roles. I don't get comedy. I've never done comedy on television. I've never done comedy in films. People tell me, you're so funny, you're so this, you're so that. Why don't you try comedy? Why? Why should I try comedy? I'm getting good work, decent work as a good character actor, as a super actor. Why should I shift gears? If it has to happen, it'll happen by course and by naturally. Why should I push something when it is not like, no, I don't want to do this now, I only want to do comedy? No. I never came in to become a comedian, I never came in to become a villain, but my career path found its way and I started getting work and I still keep getting work. Okay, there's this web series, it's a gray shade, it's a negative role, it's this. So I do it, yeah.
Right, right,
So
right.
you have to keep taking it in and moving ahead.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you. I think these days our patience is less. I don't know what, but I think that what you were saying, I will seriously agree to that, because that's how people will start noticing you. They will feel that you as a part of their life, you as a, because when we watch a movie, we don't see that hero or their dad or their mom as like separate or different from us, because that's why the film gets hit, because we try to connect with the character and the movie. So yes,
Yeah, I mean,
please.
there are so many good actors. There are so many good actors who are character actors today who tried to become heroes
Yeah.
and they fell flat on their face.
Right, right.
Everybody can't become a Salman Khan and a Shah Rukh Khan. No, maybe a better actor than them. You may be a better actor than them. You are a better actor than them. I'll rephrase it. You are a better actor than them. But people want to see you acting. They don't want to see you romancing. For that,
Yeah.
they have na Hrithik Roshan, they have Tiger Shroff, they have Salman Khan, they have Shah Rukh Khan. Na? You do what you are good at doing. I don't want to name them, but good actors of the industry who tried to become heroes. And now it's very difficult for them to find their stepping stone because वो जो characters वो होता है ना, now it's a step down. Now it becomes like a step down. यार अब again I'm playing a character यार. You know? So
Yeah.
it's like that.
Well, um, here are a few names. I mean, so many directors that your dad worked with, and few of them I can take the name, like Balraj Sahani ji, Gurudutt ji, Bimol Roy ji, Vijay Anand ji, B.R. Chopra ji, Rishikesh Mukherjee ji. So many directors that your dad worked with, and um, I want to ask you that which character like made you feel that this is the real Badruddin Jamaluddin Qazi?
None.
None.
None. I'll tell you why. Because he was very, very conscious of the fact that now that I'm sitting here, I am Badruddin Qazi.
Mhm, mhm,
For me to become Johnny Walker, a producer signs me, pays me money, I go on a set, I do my makeup, and I get into the character, and I become Johnny Walker. I mean, there are a lot of actors who are the same that they're on screen and off screen. There are a lot,
mhm.
you know. I'm not saying this is right or wrong, but as far as he was concerned, he was very sure.
Right.
Anyway, so Johnny Walker is a character I'm playing. I'm playing a character called Johnny Walker. I am not Johnny Walker. इन दिस फिल्म आई एम प्लेइंग अ कैरेक्टर जॉनी वॉकर. इसमें जॉनी वॉकर पुलिस वाला है, इसमें जॉनी वॉकर चोर है, इसमें जॉनी वॉकर मुनीम जी है, इसमें जॉनी वॉकर यू नो टैक्सी चलाता है.
Mhm, mhm.
What he was in the house was Badruddin Qazi. Yes, he did have wit, he did have a very sharp sense of humor, but he was a very serious man, he was a very philosophical man, he was a very simple man. He was not at all like what you see him on screen. He was not at all like that. He was a completely, I mean, that is not my father. What I see, for me, he's an actor. It's a character. That's not my father. So
Hmm.
I cannot combine saying, you know, in this film, he was like my dad. Because he was very conscious of the fact that, no, that is Johnny Walker. वो Johnny Walker बनने के मुझे पैसे मिलते हैं.
Understood. Understood.
You know?
How you will say this, that as a director, Johnny Walker, what made him different than others?
See, for me, being not only his son, but being an actor myself, and at the same time being a film buff. I love movies. You know, I'm crazy about movies. One thing that I cannot put my finger on about my father is that he has done so many movies. I'm not saying about the movie. I'm saying about Johnny Walker. You can pick any movie of Johnny Walker, any scene of Johnny Walker, and you will never say, in this scene he was bad. Or in this movie, you know, he irritated me. Or he shouldn't have done this role. Yeah, it didn't suit him. There is not a single movie of his, but there are a lot of great actors in our Hindi cinema, in Hollywood. When you sit and you say, "Yaar, why did he have to do this film? I mean, why is he acting like this?" With with my father, that question never comes up to your mind. And I think that comes or that happens to people I feel who are blessed from above. जिनके सर पे ऊपर वाले का हाथ होता है. You know, so he was blessed by God, by the Almighty, that whatever you do, people are going to like you. Whether you're, even when you're not there, even after 20 years of his passing away, and 30 years prior to that of him quitting the industry, we're still sitting here talking about him. How many actors get that? Like if I tell you, think about Johnny Walker. Okay? Okay, I'll tell you about, let me tell you. If I say think about Robert De Niro, you will get a lot of faces. If I do think about Al Pacino, you'll get a lot of faces.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
if I tell you about Johnny Walker, you'll get only one face. And it will be a black and white face. It will not be a color face. You cannot imagine him in color. So ऐसा नहीं है कि he did not do color movies, but you will only get a vision of him in black and white. Period. So for me, that is a very like Madhubala. You will get that one face of hers in the black and white. Marilyn Monroe, you'll get that one face. You know, you won't, it's not going to be which one. You close your eyes and you tongue, you get that one face.
One face.
These
Yeah.
people are, these are blessed people.
Mhm.
यू नो, जिनके बारे में आप आंख बंद करके सोचते हो तो वही एक चेहरा आता है और सबको वही चेहरा आता है. It's not just you, it's everybody that you ask, they'll get that one face. So these things, I as an actor, I as from somebody from outside, feel that how did he achieve this? Then the thing is, this cannot be achieved. This has to be given to you by
Yeah.
God.
Um, Another movie, the last movie I can say that he has done with our another great actor and director Kamal Hassan ji, and that was like Chachi 420. So for that also, in that role, I mean, like the makeup artist and the way he has put himself, I mean, it was incredible. It was incredible in that age and with that finesse, I can say. So, like, like when you see him as a father, as an actor, so when you act, like right now, you are saying that you act mostly on the serious role and it is not comedy at all. So, how that like really influence you on the floor, like when you really think about it?
See, for me, what influences me on the floor is this fact that when I'm on a shoot, it's a character I'm playing. You know, I I take my work seriously.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I take my work very seriously. I don't do it seriously. I enjoy my work. I like to have fun when I'm on the shooting. When I'm on the set, I like to have fun. I don't like to get stressed. Line yaad nahi ho rahi hai. I'm not, no, nothing. I don't. Why? It'll be a retake. It'll be a cut. I'll have to redo it. Okay, no big deal, yeah. Nobody's going to shoot me for that. And that's what I tell a lot of the young people that I work with. Why are you stressing out? Oh, I don't remember these lines. Forget it. The minute you make a mistake, the director will say cut.
Mm-hmm.
So why are you stressing yourself out over something that is after this take will be forgotten? You know, enjoy that moment. Do it with fun, and automatically you see your performance goes that one level up. Is because you're stress free. You're not thinking about the camera. You're not thinking about the other actors. You're not thinking, I have to go here, I have to go there. You just go with the flow. You become that character, and people see the work and say, "Yeah, he did this so casually and with so much ease." And automatically they say, "Oh, he's a good actor." But I've not done any acting. I've had fun.
I want to ask you this, that what is your like favorite time that you have spent with your dad, like you will never forget, or you just want to have that one memory? I know it's maybe a lot, but if you can share a few with us, that's the best one.
I mean, of all our children, I am the one who spent the most time with him. And of all the children, I am the only one whose photograph he had always kept in his wallet. Uh, you know, and my entire life, yeah, my entire life that I've spent with him since I was a kid, till I grew up, and till his passing when he was old, and I used to take care of him, and he used to sit with me, and I used to spend time with him, and just those moments, especially the last moments of his life when he used to be lying in bed and he wouldn't speak much, he would speak very little, and he would tell me, "Okay, uh, did you have shooting today?" I says, "No." So don't lie to me. I says, "No. Don't cancel the shooting because I am sick. Don't not go to the shooting because you have to be here with me." So I said, "No, Daddy, I'm not shooting." He said, "No, whatever it is, you go to shooting, you go to work. Whatever happens to me, don't say, "Ke, I cannot come to the shooting." Go to shooting. It is work. Keep working. Don't stop your work because of me. So these are things of his that I will never forget in my entire life. The last few days of his life that he spent where I used to be with him. And I still remember I had uh, a few days before his passing, I was sitting with him, and he told me that, you know, I have got everything equal in life. God has given me everything equal in life. He gave me three daughters. He gave me three sons. He gave me poverty. He gave me fame. So he gave me everything in this and in that. Whatever I had to do, for I never did for myself. I did for others. And today everybody's working and everybody's doing their own thing. His brothers and their children and me, and you are also now working. You are also done. So my responsibility as a father, as a parent, as a father figure is all over. Now I can, you know, uh, we used to say कि जिंदगी में सब कुछ करके देख लिया, अब एक ही चीज करना बाकी है, वो भी करके देखता हूँ उसमें क्या मजा है. And 2-3 days later he passed away. I'll never forget these things. That for somebody who's come here and done everything, and his thing is now, okay, this stage of life is done. But let me go to the other side and see now what fun is over there, what God has in store for me over there, how I can go and enjoy myself over there. So these are things that I was like, why the hell am I taking my work so seriously? Why am I taking my life so seriously? Let me also enjoy. And from that time, I'm feeling better. I feel lighter. I don't stress about anything. I don't get angry at people. I don't scream and shout. Like how other actors do. When I'm on the shoot and the tensions are there and करना है, ऐसा है वैसा. I said क्या होगा? या तो होगा या नहीं होगा. There is no third option now. There is no third option. या तो होगा, either it will be or it won't be. There is no third option. So what are you stressing about? So if you want it to be, then put your mind and your energy towards making it be, and automatically it will be. Don't force it and push it. Just go with that flow, and it will happen. And if it doesn't happen, try again. What's the big deal?
Absolutely, absolutely. From Gateway of India to Chachi 420, it's I can say that it's a great work time, and it's not 1 or 2 years. It's a time of, I can say, more than 20, 30 years of the whole time span that he acted. If you share a few words from your side about his entire journey.
Like I said, for him, his entire journey was fun. He used to go for shoots. He used to take food for like 30, 40, 50 people every time. And there used to always be Bharat. Yeah. Even when I started working, he used to say, okay, if you're taking food for yourself alone, then don't take any food. But if you're taking food, yeah, he used to always say, कि एक अगर डब्बा लेके जा रहा है तो मत लेके जा. Then don't take anything. If you're taking food, then take for others also.
Such a great thought. How you will find it now. Yeah.
So yeah. Even when I shoot today on Sundays or on Fridays for the entire unit, I have biryani party or I have dal gosh or I call for some chicken or we do something, and it's not more so the actors, it's the workers who then I shoot with them 2 years later. This is, अरे नासिर भाई आपके साथ हमने वो सील किया था, आप खाना लेकर आए थे, बहुत मजेदार खाना था. They remember that. They remember those things. I met a fighter recently, about a week ago, a very senior fighter who was there in Sholay, in the whole dacoit sequence. And he told me, "Arey, मैंने शान भी picture किया था." He was the duplicate for Shatrughan Sinha Saab in Shaan.
Oh, okay.
So I just bumped into him and he said, I did Sholay, I did, then I did this movie, I did Shaan. And he said, Beta, Nasir, on Shan, I remember your father used to bring food for everybody. So I have eaten food from your house during Shan. Imagine an old man telling you this. And the people who I was standing with, they were shocked and they're like, my God, it's like in 1980, Shan came out, yeah. And this is 2023, and one old man who's like old enough to be my father is standing there and telling me this. कि आपका घर का खाना मैंने तब खाया था, अभी भी बिरयानी बनती है क्या वैसी, दाल वैसी बनती है क्या? I'm like, of course. I said, please घर पे आइए खाइए. So that is what my father has left behind. These are the things that matter. It's not all those awards and those trophies, and no, it's this. So for me, it's the same thing. So even now when I shoot, I like to do these things, and not because he's told me to, but you do it once, you feel good. You do it twice, you feel better. The more you do it, the more better you feel, because the response you get from people elsewhere. When I used to shoot for my Sony sub show on Shubhlab last year, so the other unit people used to come on our set to eat lunch with me.
Oh,
Why? Because he's going to bring food for everyone. So they used to come, and there were so many times, Ragini, that I never got to eat the food. I used to order a Subway or I used to order a shawarma because वो डब्बा लेके वो लोग चले जाते थे. I used to order a shawarma for myself.
Look at that.
So,
Look at
so
that.
it's like
Yeah.
that. But that is the beauty of it, na?
Yeah.
That is the beauty of it. Because when I go now and I meet people and they tell me, अरे वो क्या था, हमने फलाना शो फिल्म सिटी में आप खाना लेकर आए थे, मजेदार खाना था. And how many people do you get to hear say that?
Friends, we are chatting with this fantabulous person, but you know what? Time is almost running out, and we have to be back again with Nasirji. I'm promising you that I'm going to bring him again because he cannot
In
go
same clothes,
anywhere.
in same clothes, in same clothes.
We have to continue. We have to continue. Yes, we have to continue, and I'll be back again next week with your favorite show, Star Darbar. Love you all. Good night.